Greetings, fellow insomniacs, and welcome to an Instagram Live where I am sitting with the Sisters of Black Mountain as well as some of the cast from their new music video, Spirits of the Dead, which dropped today. It's available on YouTube for you to watch. And if you want to just listen to it, if you're just like a listening person, it is available wherever you listen to music. And it's fucking incredible. I was listening to it a little bit when the live started. But I right now have the brainchildren of Sisters of Black Mountain sitting here with me. I've got Joey Welcher and Saint Cecilia, or Cecilia.
Hi guys.
Because I call her Saint. That's just.
That's okay. You can call me Saint. I never asked him to call me Saint though. You started that.
Yeah. Yes. That is a me thing. Anybody else? It's like you. But really exciting stuff. The song has hit streaming. The video has hit YouTube, and it's incredible. I've watched it a couple of times today, so you probably got a couple of views, just, from the Northern California conglomerate. But I want to talk to the two of you, and I feel like this is kind of a good way to start the conversation and talk about the genesis of this song. Because I know for a fact that this was a song that you guys had already had, that you were working on and, producing kind of independently. But something changed along the way, and I want to hear that story. So who wants to start it off? Do I get Wheelchair or do I get to sing?
It's pretty much a different song now. It's a different song. It's the same song, but it was more of a garagey feel with the other one, and we'll still put that out. It's gonna be a Saint Cecilia release, I think. But this is something that came about because, well, honestly, because I'm a huge Ghost fan. I was writing in the comment section of an interview that actually Josh Levesque did with Dan, and it was the first time I had just heard Skeleton and I was obsessed with it, and so I was commenting and I was oh my god, the drums sound amazing, and then I didn't know Dan was gonna respond, and he ended up checking out our music, just to make a long story short, and listened to a few different songs. That's the one that they liked, and the dream happened. He ended up producing it.
And so the two of you went to Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
What studio was it that you guys worked at?
Sound Mind Studios.
Yeah, it's in Pennsylvania.
In the Poconos Mountains.
Yeah.
And Joey, I know you used to live on the East Coast, correct?
Yeah, I'm from here. But I was living out there for a long time. I worked in production and stuff, worked in TV and stuff, so I was out there for a while. Then I'd come back. We recorded a record out there. Then I came back and kind of went back and forth. Yeah.
So was it Sisters that brought you back, or was it just work that brought you back?
No, he was back, and we did Saint Cecilia for a while. So that was before, because we recorded Entrance out there with you.
Yeah. I think I was working production, and I think my boss just got tired of my shit and just sent me back. I got tired of his shit or something. So I just packed a van and I came home. And then I came home, and then the band was already kind of going already from long distance. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before we go any further, there's something that I've wanted to say for a while, because I'm a big fan of Joey's, and I call him Wheelchair all the time. Your drums on Inward Out is one of my favorite fucking things in the world.
Oh, thanks, man.
Saint will attest to that. I have, on many occasions, just been geeking the fuck out about the way that you play.
Man.
And
actually, I hired a studio musician for that to come in and. No.
Oh yeah.
No, thanks, man. It means a lot. Hopefully, people get a chance to hear these songs a little bit. I'm a big fan of the songs too. She writes these songs, and I love them, and I love to be involved in and the production part of it, you know, and like we were talking about right now, sometimes a song you don't know where it's going to go. You know, we thought it was going one direction and it went someplace completely different, and hopefully people like it.
So when did you guys start working together? You don't got to put a year on it, but was it Seahorse? Was it?
Seahorse.
It was
Yeah,
Seahorse.
Seahorse. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I have stories, you know, from way back then. But yeah, that's been a long time.
Not
Yeah.
for today. There's actually everyone's here. They're just waiting because we don't all fit.
Yeah,
No,
they're waiting in the wings.
with,
So
They're
we're,
waiting.
with
we're
my
gonna.
big head, no one could fit in this thing.
So, what was it like for? Because I know Joey, you do a lot of production. What was it like working with Dan Malsh for you and kind of absorbing?
It was different. We were all kind of like everybody was working on like production stuff, kind of like building this or doing that and everything. But it was like you know more focused on Cecilia, which is like what we've been waiting for. You know, like an opportunity for the whole song just to be taken out of our hands and sculpted in a way that people believe that will be, you know, that'll be people will like it. You know.
Yeah, and Saint Cecilia. I'll just call you Cecilia. What was it like for you, kind of working outside of your comfort zone, which is kind of the relationship that the two of you have with each other, and working with this new group of people? Was that intimidating?
You know, I was worried about feeling intimidated and kind of like I was worried about performance. Like other people are gonna watch me and like these are pros. But when I got there, I felt very comfortable. Like we got to stay there, we got to hang out with them, in their artist like apartments,
Mm.
and so like it felt really like comfortable. Like and so when it came to performing, yeah, it was easy actually.
Yeah, I mean, these guys.
Dan's a really like really sweet person,
Yeah.
and his wife too. We got to stay there, and like AJ and Johnny also, they're really sweet. So we just felt welcomed, and it was very like easy to like just.
Yeah, it was a quick run, so everything got kind of consolidated and stuff. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it was like you know those guys work with really big bands, you know, and it's like you know, and guys around that were in big bands, you know.
And Josh
Yeah.
too.
Oh, and
Yeah.
Josh too, you
Yeah.
know, and but he was around and he was so helpful and so nice and
Yeah.
just like taking his time out of his day and like which is I'm sure very expensive and just to help us out.
Yeah, we had all the guys ended up doing some like some gang vocals in the.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, he has these like gold albums up in there, and it's like 8 million like streams or something, and they're like all over the place. So it's a little like, oh, okay, well, we've got a couple streams too, but nothing like that. You know.
So, you know, I know for a fact, Cecilia, you're like one of the biggest Ghost fans that I'm aware of. And so going into that studio, seeing the Ghost records on the wall, walk me through it.
Well, when I first got there, I was trying to play like, you know, cool, but like I don't know. I think right away I was just like, oh my god, and I was. I mean, they knew that I was a Ghost fan, so.
And was there something production wise that
Ouch.
they did that you were like, wow, this is, I would have never thought about it.
Everything. Yeah. Everything. Yeah.
Yeah, the way they consolidate their work and the way they do their production is so concise and exact. And just like, okay, the drums are done, you know, and it was like, okay, now the guitars, and they're just done so perfect. It's the perfect layer, you know, tone wise and with frequency. And so, you know, we're usually completely DIY. So it's like, you know, we're just kind of struggling through it when we're making our recordings, you know, we're just get something that maybe will be mixable, you know, but this is like, this was a big, a fun time for us.
And you also were doing a class there, correct?
We took ended up being the same week. Yeah, the same week that we went up there. I think we did it on purpose so we could take his class. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool, and it was like way out of our league.
Yeah,
like,
we were like, I understood, but like I don't know like exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I think maybe he understood more than I did, but.
Yeah, there's like all these audio, like, and I don't know about nerds, but just audio dudes that were just like really intense and asking these questions, and we were just kind of like, oh, well, you know, how do we turn it up?
So, a question that I feel is probably going to get asked of you a lot, and I kind of feel hacky asking it, but I have to because I feel like I would be doing this.
No, we're only friends.
Yeah, we're only friends.
Was that the question? No.
No.
We are only friends. I'm not kidding.
I know that.
I'm just
Jesus Christ, Joseph. No, I wanted to have a better understanding of the meaning of the song "Spirits of the Dead."
So it was kind of a stream of consciousness song because I didn't plan on writing it. It was more of like a melody that was happening in my head, and kind of sat down and like songs kind of like in my head a little. It's kind of like you can hear the whole song, but it's hard to explain. So yeah, just it was during the pandemic actually. But you were asking what the
meaning of the song for you. What does it mean for you?
All the songs become so cinematic and stuff, you know. So like when you see a video, it's going to be like kind of the meaning of the song, but not necessarily. It's like a dimension.
It's a story. Yeah. It's a story because so what happens is sometimes when I used to write for Saint, it would be more like heartfelt, like broken heart or longing, and there was like but this is kind of like just more like I'm letting these stories come through sometimes.
Right.
So and then like so for instance like Crystal Raven, when that song came through, I was like seeing little bits of like a music video too. So it kind of came through at the same time. And for this song, I could just see just a few things. It started kind of like just manifesting after the song was recorded and ideas that I think I could pull off or whatever.
Tonally, and obviously there's some influence of Dan that is going to affect the tone of this song, but tonally this song is kind of a departure from the other Sisters of Black Mountain music. But I think that there's something really interesting about Sisters of Black Mountain in the sense that, you know, Spirit Board is like diametrically and just polar opposites to something like When the Morning Comes. It's just they're on like a totally different field, and this one is more rock in my opinion, and it has much more of a rock vibe to it. And so was that a thing that you guys discovered while you were making the song, or was that always the idea?
I think it turned out more electropop in my mind. It sounds a little more electropop. What we were doing before is, or not that we're not going to do that again, but like the other songs kind of feel like they're a little more they're all kind of cinematic. I don't know.
I don't know. I think a lot of it was really, man, the production. I mean, right off the bat, they were saying things, you know, that you would maybe read in a book or something. They're like, oh, we want to hear the hook within the first 30 seconds of the song.
Yeah.
Something maybe we would never do. You know what I mean? We kind of have our formula where we build things up, you know what I mean? And then finally gives way to the chorus. The second time the chorus comes around and it's even bigger. You know, that's kind of our formula. But these guys were like, no, man, we want to hear that. We want to hear the hook right away.
They were like, take this and put it right here.
Yeah, so it probably sounds like a more direct approach for us. Like, because it's...
They took that little part in the song that happens once towards the end and like put it right front, like right away.
Yeah, that was just something I did in passing one time, and it kind of stuck in the song. It was a big part.
For the other song, it was kind of like a Ramones part, like.
Yeah, it was like Ramones, like a cheerleader from hell part, you know.
But then it ended up being more of like the main hook of the whole song. Even though the other parts, the Belle and Sebastian parts are still. I say Belle and Sebastian because that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, what would Belle and Sebastian do? And then like. like that's what I'm thinking when like with
Yeah.
the vocals.
And that chorus is pretty much like typical for us, like tension and release, you know,
Yeah.
like pretty much what we do.
And so, with this song, moving forward to writing your next song, is there anything that you want to take from this song in your approach to your next song?
Yeah,
Kind of already have. We have another song. We don't want to say the name of it yet. Okay, no one will take it because it's already like registered. So it's called Blood Sisters, and we're working on it. You've heard the very, very, very first demo, but
Yes, I have.
me and I already have.
Kind of reminds me of, you know, like people say to those Tim Burton movies that they're all kind of like the same character over and over. I don't know if you heard people say that before.
Absolutely.
That it's the guy and the dog basically in every movie, and you know, all the way back to Frank and Winnie. It's kind of like that. Like the songs are attached to each other in a way. They might not be exactly like, oh, here's the sequel, here's part 3, here's part 4, but they all touch each other.
They're all either brothers, sisters, or cousins.
They're all kind of in the same aesthetic landscape.
Yeah, I think they bring on. We kind of like. I mean, she writes everything, to be clear. But it brings on the next song.
Arranged together.
It helps, like knowing what we're going to do next, because, you know, that one was a little poppy. Let's do something a little harder, or let's do something more orchestral, or let's do something with not so many parts, or with lots of parts.
Is there something that you want to do that's completely outside of the realm of what people have come to expect from Sisters of Black Mountain?
Maybe Blood Sisters is a little bit like that. It's a little, it's cinematic, but it's also kind of poppy.
Yeah, that new song was definitely different.
I'm sorry, not poppy, punky. I gotta say, because those kind of oingo boingo, like.
Yeah, it's like a lot of different things.
It's very choppy. I mean, you've heard it.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
He hasn't heard.
Oh.
With the drum.
I heard the demo, which
yeah,
I fucking love. Like I want to like bottle it up and just like.
I mean,
drink it daily. Yes.
But yeah, you hear pieces of orchestral or like kind of like neoclassical at best, I guess.
Who hears that?
Yeah, you know, like all the way back to St. Cecilia, you'll hear like operatic things, you'll hear things like that. So we kind of like punched it in the nose on this one. Like it just starts off like crazy opera, and you know, it takes off from there. Hopefully.
So you guys aren't going to do a death metal album, is what you're telling me?
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe.
Bring in some extra singers.
If I knew how to drop the tune, I would write songs like that, but I don't know how to do that.
It's a lot of like barking. You got to sound like Chewbacca.
No, I would do like classic metal, so like opera singing and stuff like that.
She summoned Asmodeus. He didn't pass the test. Spirits of the dead. Coming soon.
But we had never really worked together until we did Crystal Raven. Mm-hmm. And so that was, and that also was her vision as well. She told me what she wanted to do, what she wanted to achieve. And so I was able to bring my talents in and skills to make her visions come true. So this time around, it definitely felt a lot easier. We knew each other much better. And, you know, I felt we work well together personally. You know, she has a vision and she allows me to adapt it to what I'm capable of doing with it. And luckily she's happy with that.
So having somebody come to you with kind of a full fleshed out idea, I'm assuming it was fully fleshed out, or
pretty close to. Yeah. I mean, she knew what she wanted to. I mean, I'm not trying to, I don't want to leak anything, but she had a big vision, and this was kind of a snippet of it that we were kind of able to do that included this song. And so we kind of went with that. And so we just kind of shaped that, what she wanted to see within this song and stuff. And she gave me examples of what, you know, she wanted this look, this style. And so, you know, I kind of studied and researched those and tried to, I brought in my lighting guy, Rod, who is a great cinematographer himself and a great lighting guy. And I knew he would be able to get done what she was looking to achieve.
And so this video to me has a couple of like cinematic fingerprints on it, and it seems like it's primarily 70s, but like paranormal seems to be kind of the main like visual key. Is that, am I far off from that? Because obviously, summoning a demon and, hilarity ensues. But was there anything for you visually that you wanted to put into what she had already had?
No, my goal was just kind of trying to achieve what she wanted to see. I mean, my background is photography, but I've been making music videos for decades as well. I mean, I want to say I'm somewhere in the teens or the 20s of how many music videos I made. So I'm used to working with artists and, achieving their visions. And, I understand that that's, my role is, okay, if you have a vision, then let's work towards that, or if you want me to come up with a vision, then I will do that. And then we'll go that way. But Cecilia clearly had her vision in mind of what she wanted it to see visually. So it was just trying to make sure that we achieve that. There were times where, okay, we can't quite get this right, get that right. We do have to adapt based on our location or just, technical limitations. But I think it still all rolled together nicely into a nice package.
And Cecilia, can you give any kind of idea as to what it was visually that you wanted to see in the video?
Yeah. So at first I was like, oh, I thought that I was really attracted to Inferno. Sorry, Argento's Inferno. And how it kind of looks a little bit more dreamy, like kind of like, not fuzzy, but like a little dreamier.
Yeah.
And the Love Witch. And I was obsessed with the eye light. I kept being like, there has to be eye lighting. So it was like the Morticia lighting.
Yeah.
And then he and I actually did a lot of like just planning out, like we would walk through all of the scenes before. And like we were trying stockings on the camera and like just doing different things so that we could get that like dreamy effect. And then he had some glass. What were those things that you had?
Prisms.
Like, the prisms.
I got some prisms that we used.
That was the thing I was going to bring up, because that was a really striking visual element. And so I had put together the teaser trailer video, and I don't know if you've watched it, but like that made it in there more than pretty much everything visually, just because that really captured my imagination. So was that a you idea, or was that like
so that would be a me idea. So I'm like I said, I'm shooting different music videos, and there's another music video that I got in the prisms for this heavy metal band, and we were using it for. And since I had them, and I don't know why I never used prisms before, because you see them like in old '90s videos and stuff. They use them in that, and so I don't know why I never had them, but I finally did. And so I'm like, hey, I'm shooting this other video. Let's see if we can incorporate it. It's supposed to be, haunty and horror-y, and the prisms will definitely give that look and that effect to it. So I felt like it was a good to fit it in some good places where I felt would benefit the music video.
And so I'm assuming, because Cecilia, you had said that Inferno was a big influence visually for you for this music video, that the color was also pretty much in your head from day one.
Yeah, the color and and some camera movement that I wanted. Like sometimes you can't do it because, like he was saying, there's limitations because of the space, and but there's a lot of those like Hitchcock things that I like around the corner, like that kind of stuff that I wanted. But you were talking about the color, right? Sorry, I go off on my brain. ADHD. Sorry.
All good. Somebody, Chris in the chat, wanted to know what your sister's name is sitting next to you. That is the star of the video, Marina.
This is Marina. Hi.
She is actually the star of the music video, and you were fucking terrific
Oh
in
my
the
gosh.
video.
So
Uh,
nice.
you
That's so kind and generous. Thank you.
you did a really solid job.
Oh,
Specifically, the incantation stuff, like that stuff is just visually fucking incredible, and
That was my favorite scene.
it's got a lot to do with, you know, body positioning and, you know, making sure that you're kind of holding a position, and I'm sure that you would agree with that, right, Simon?
Yeah, no, Marina was a fantastic actress. She did everything we asked her to do. I didn't have to bring the whip out. It was great, you know.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And apparently somebody's in love. So in the chat, they're just they're blushing.
You got
and
fans.
everything.
You got
It's
fans.
great. Yes.
That's so nice.
So I'm going to talk to you for a second, Marina. I want to just ask you a couple of questions about your take on what Cecilia brought to you. So I know that you're a very accomplished singer of your own, on your own, and then Cecilia says, "Hey, would you like to summon the devil?" Or how does that go? How does that conversation go?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's really funny because when she asked me to be in the video, I thought she had like accidentally texted like me and she meant to text Jessica. So I was like, wait, me? You want me to like star in it? What are you talking about? But no, when we started doing it, I think what you were just saying about that scene, that was all all I did was hold my hands up. You know, they really told me how to do it. I think being an actor or whatever, you're only as good as the people who are directing you. So that was all them, and the concept was so strong that I felt like really all I had to do was show up, and Simon and Cecilia just took such good care of me the whole time, and all of us, and Jamie was so amazing, Jessica was so amazing. It was just, it all came together really, really well. So yeah, it was awesome. I was like, yeah, I'll summon the devil, let's go.
So I like love both of my sisters. I just saw Marina in this, and then also Jessica was in Europe, and I was like,
oh yeah, that's true.
When Simon and I first when I was like, I still didn't know if we were gonna have the budget for a video or we were gonna be able to do it, and like after talking to him, we got together right away. We discussed the video right away. We locked things in right away. We locked Adam in right away. Like we had coffee, and we're like, who's the guy gonna be? And he's like, what about Adam? I was like, yeah, he's got the perfect like 60s, like 70s look with his hair. And he said yes. So it was just like boom, boom, boom. And I was like, oh my goodness, I hope like, and then I was like, you know, we'll talk with Jessica sitting right next to me.
Yeah.
But she's gonna be in the video.
She's so
in a
close.
second.
Jessica, you look pretty. Sorry, Simon, you're Jessica.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry, we're gonna get to you
Poor Tess.
very soon. But Simon, visually, is there something that you saw that you wanted to do that you weren't able to accomplish that you would want to do for maybe another Sisters of Black Mountain video?
Well, I mean, I love working with Cecilia, and I'd be happy to work with her again if she chose to. I mean, she has, they've definitely built a wonderful group of music videos for her band. And so I'm happy that I'm able to be included in that, you know, with 2 of those music videos. But I definitely look forward to seeing what they're going to be doing next with their other songs. But I definitely, what drew me to this was that Cecilia as a client brings about a different vision than what a lot of other things that I've done. And she pushes me to accomplish things that I haven't done with other clients. So that's what I really like about working with her. And you know, she does give me the freedom to you know, if I have an idea or to expand on something that she's you know, that she has a vision for, that, you know, we were able to kind of put it together, you know, and build off that. So I think that she has some wonderful visions, and I'm just, like I said, I'm happy to be a part of that. And but yeah, if she called again, I would definitely answer. So
Yay.
Spirits of the dead, let us run fast.
now again back with the two ladies, the creative mind behind the video and the star of the video, Marina. Was there anything that you were uncomfortable doing in the video?
No, not really. I mean, I have a pretty extensive background in opera, and there's lots of way weirder stuff that I've been asked to do in operatic settings. So no, none of this was all that shocking to me. Mostly it was just really fun to kind of, I don't know, create a character. And also, I mean, Cecilia she has such a great vision, specifically for this type of, she's such I mean, she's really a cinemaphile. Like, I think she could easily be a cinematographer as well. But, you know, going into something like that, you already know exactly what she's looking to get from you. I think that makes it immediately comfortable. You know, you're just able to show up and do your job, which in this case, I've never done camera acting before though, so that was probably my biggest like, ooh, because I have a very expressive face, and sometimes it can get a little out of control, right? So you don't want to look bad on camera. So I think that was probably the only thing I was worried about.
Well, because as an opera singer, you have to play for a crowd.
Right.
With filming anything, you have to kind of bring it in and
Yes.
like minimize instead of making it as big. And so I think, and this is just me speaking out loud, the transition from stage to screen was pretty smooth.
Thank you. That's so nice. That is incredibly nice and incredibly generous. I feel like, yes, less is more with camera acting, whereas when you're in a theater, you want the person that's in the, you know, the third balcony to see what's going on with you. So yeah, just to dial everything down and then it's perfect, hopefully.
And so I want to talk about your opera singing. How long have you been doing that?
Oh my gosh, probably close to 20 years. I mean, only 10 years because I'm so young. But no, she lies. No, I've been doing it a long time. I love it. It's amazing. It's an amazing art form. Of course, the arts are struggling. We know this. You know, work is hard to find, and I love to just do any creative projects. So finding Cecilia and getting involved with this group has just been such a incredible gift, just to expand my own personal artistic goals. I've always wanted to be in a girl band my entire life, so it's like ticking this bucket list thing off, and I just, you know, every time we get together and we practice, I'm just like, this is so much fun. I should have been doing this a long time ago. So yeah, it's fun to add something into that mix, but I still do sing. I do a lot of, you know, stuff around town and have a few little things that are kind of coming up in the semi near to.
I opened one of your stories
future.
and it was like, her voice was like all over the place. It was so beautiful.
Loud.
Loud.
It would be the good way to describe it. No, it's so, that's so nice. I love singing. I've always loved it, but really what I've been loving is for St. Cecilia, Jessica and I have been doing keyboards as well. And that has been such a fun challenge. I love, you know, the ability to play and sing simultaneously is not something I take for granted. I think if my parents hadn't paid for music lessons, I probably never would have been able to do it. So, yeah, I just feel really grateful to use all of these skills that I don't always get to use in opera. You know, it's nice to kind of expand and do more.
Oh, I know this one. I know her.
You know me. Yes.
This is the scary one. Yes, there it is.
Yeah, exactly. That's me.
So,
yeah.
Jessica, there's a movie. It's called "Let's Scare Jessica to Death." You scared me to death.
What? That's
I just watched
awesome.
it.
Man,
Oh, really? That's
fucking
We were
great.
gonna
fantastic.
on your birth. I didn't know when your birthday was, but we were gonna like put it on. Joey and I.
That's so
That's
funny.
why he's saying that, because I told him about it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad. I was trying to be scary, so it's like
So
that.
you have to you have a very limited part in comparison to Marina, but you bring so much in that moment, and it specifically when it does that close up on you, and you're just like, so were you just like in full costume, just acting a nut on set? Like, tell me about working on the set of this.
Oh yeah, basically, it was just a lot of fun that day, and I was just really excited to be a part of it. And again, see the vision, right? I mean, we've been looking at vision boards, like what the look was like. And
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah.
really good with the like, right away like finding like the costumes and like the right like yeah.
Yeah, the look, the style. And so, she had a vision in mind of this really creepy, almost like a death fairy. So very like ethereal, but just dark and sinister.
Draped in white, but like with like.
But just pure
we
black.
didn't get to do the black fingers and feet,
Yeah.
but there was like we had ideas for that.
Yeah. But I think,
Okay. We did what
we did what we could,
Yeah.
and I think it worked out. Yeah.
Now, was this the first time you've ever worked with contacts?
No, I'm blind as a bat. No, I wear contacts.
Okay,
all
so
the time.
you were totally comfortable. You were in on that.
Well, it was the first time I
'Cause-
wore the white contacts. I'm glad they weren't like the full white
Yeah.
out.
Well, Adam had one of those. He couldn't see. He can barely see.
Yeah. No, it was kind of cool. I like it. I might wear it every day. It's like, hey, good look.
It's not a bad look. It's not
Yeah.
a bad look. So you performed at the Happy Sunday show, correct?
Yes.
Was it Happy Sundays?
With Marina, with all of us? Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Oh.
was that intimidating for you? Because that was a big show. There was a
No.
lot of people.
It was honestly, it was like such a childhood dream, a teenage dream. I'd always been singing for as long as I knew. I mean, I played the guitar, played the piano, and I'm a very type A personality. I just went a different route in my career, and I know when I decided to go into architecture, there was a little bit of shock because most people knew me for singing and performing. I love it so much. So just to be a part of this, now and St. Cecilia and being creative, another side of being creative, it's fulfilling something in me that, I didn't get to pursue earlier on. So I was just pumped by it. I was really excited. I had a beer, went home. I was like, this is it. I did it. Yes, I can do it.
Now, is there anything about the process that you were, like, it took you aback? You were like, whoa, I didn't think it was going to be like this. Is there anything like that for you with performing in front of a crowd, performing on screen for music videos? This is a skill set that you just kind of duck to water with, if I'm being terribly honest.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I kind of, I love just getting, if I haven't tried it, I'm just going to do it and I'm going to go all in. So it's just what I do. So doing the music, going up and performing, it was like, you want me to be there? Let's do it. I mean, it was really random too. It was like, I hadn't seen her like for a while. We were friends for a long time. We had mutual friends like decades ago. And
Sunbeam Vintage.
Yes, Sunbeam Vintage, Iberia.
I used to work there. I would take photos of mid-century modern furniture, and she was best friends with the owner, and then like we
all hung out. Yeah, we were all really creative too.
You
like
came
she
to buy
sang.
a T-shirt actually.
Yes, I did. Yeah. I came to buy a sister's T-shirt. And it just clicked, and it was like, hey, she was like, hey, I need a singer. And I was like, me, I'll do it. And like the rest is history. So it's been a really fun, wild ride. I love it so much just because for once in my life, in my career, I'm not,
I'm second fiddle. Like, I'm like, ooh, what do you need? What are
She's
we
used to being the
doing?
big boss.
I'm used to like leading groups of people, and so it's a relief, and it's a really nice exercise to, execute a vision and make it happen. So I love it. It's so much fun.
And Marina had mentioned that you guys were working on keyboards, but she said something that piqued my interest, and that is with Saint Cecilia. So you've performed on stage with Sisters of Black Mountain, but you're also practicing Saint Cecilia songs?
Yes, we are, and having so much fun. I love it.
Doing guitar.
I am on the guitar. Yes. Gotta stick some vocoder in there eventually, but I love it, and it's so much fun. The choir girl in me, I love harmonizing, so just really excited about that too. Yeah.
But what I'm taking from this is that we're gonna get some Saint Cecilia soon.
Yeah. I was gonna wait till Sunday to announce that we're gonna play a Saint Cecilia show at the Escondite, downtown LA, on April 25th. But I guess I'm saying
yeah.
But it's gonna be half of a Saint Cecilia set and half a Sisters set, so we're gonna get both.
Yeah.
Come down.
All right, so Cecilia knows this more than anybody else. I am a big Saint Cecilia mark. That's why I call her Saint all the time. So the fact that Saint Cecilia is coming back is.
I have an ego. I don't know. I'm just kidding.
What?
I said it sounds like I have a big ego. Like I'm asking you to call me Saint Cecilia.
Yeah.
No. I'm a fan of that group, and so.
Yeah, he calls me Saint.
Huge news. Like
well,
that's.
Good. Yeah. Well, it's gonna be great. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Now, for you, because obviously it's performing or whatever, but those two different bands have totally different styles. Mm-hmm. And do you find it easier or harder to work in one or the other?
No, I love it both. I love a challenge. It's great. It's great to be able to jump style and mindset, and it's a lot of fun. So I find it really challenging, and I'm
pretty
just
close though.
It is. The harmonizing, how we're taking all of our different parts. So it's great to be part of for sure. I love it.
Awesome. And this is the one I've been waiting for. This is so exciting to me. Jamie Black, incredible musician. I love your music, and I try to share it every chance that I get. And I know that you're constantly performing, and you're constantly doing live shows. How exciting is it for you to not like have to focus on that and just be the witch Asmodeus? Like, how is that for you?
It was totally fun. I mean, we met performing live, and that's how we got to know each other. Is we played like a bunch of shows
I played her
together.
residency.
Yeah, and then I played hers. So, and we were playing anyway, it was all very witchy, and we were doing ritual at our shows and all of that. So anyway, we've become friends over this time, and so I get to hear about what is, the video and what she was creating and everything, and of course I wanted to be in it. Totally, super fun.
She didn't know she was going to be Asmodeus.
I know, that was,
I didn't know either.
I think I was more excited about getting to be Asmodeus than being the witch.
I found the moments with you and Marina inside of your, what would you call that? Is that
Oh, wait.
Witch hut? Like,
Oh no, it was
was
just her. We just called it the witch house. I don't know.
and there's one piece where you like don't touch that, and it does the jump zoom on you. That's one of my fucking favorite shots in the whole fucking video, because it's so 70s, and your style also very much like Cecilia's lends itself to this era and aesthetic. And so, do you find that you're much like her, a fan of that era of film, or is that just the way that it kind of shakes with you? Because you have a look for folk horror.
Definitely folk, I think, but
Yeah, it's more aesthetic. I'm not as much of a film connoisseur as she is.
Nobody is, not even me.
yeah, you are.
I think it's just kind of like natural that we both just had these like we have these natural inclinations of our style, and we're both like witchy, and we both are like black, and then we both like this like 70s style, so it goes well together. We go well together.
Yeah, we do.
So, like, you specifically, your identity feels very solid. Like, you have an idea of who you are and what it is that you're doing now, taking yourself kind of, because you're still in that realm, but this is something that is, different than that. Was that hard? Did you just kind of take to it right away? Was there any kind of trouble when working on this video for you to find that?
No, I mean, I am a tarot reader. Like, that's what I do. So that was very natural for me.
She's good too.
Yeah, I was kind of giving Marina a bit of a real reading, first when we were shooting. Of course, we had the narrative, so we decided, how that storyline was going to play out with the cards and all of that.
So did you pick the cards that were going to be used in the video, or was those
No.
were those?
It had to be the lovers, the devil, and the no, I can't remember. The tower.
I mean, we talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about it. I asked her
it.
because I said which cards would be like trouble for a relationship, something that like something bad. So we picked the 3 cards. Yeah, actually. But that was like before. And then I think she was talking about giving Marina an actual reading there before, like during the set, in between.
Is anybody like weirded out by that or uncomfortable? By...
We're all witches here.
Yeah.
We are witches.
We are the weirdos, mister. Yes.
We are the weirdos, mister.
Got it. Fair enough.
But the Asmodeus part, that was just kind of extra because we had like wrapped my scene. And then
I was like, there was no guy, because I imagined this big old dude inside of the and then with the horns, But then, just like, oh, I'll do it.
Yeah,
really?
I wanted to do it. So anyway, yeah, that was fun. That was very fun.
And you might miss it if you don't see it because it's like kind of like behind that glass, like the prism is what I was gonna say.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And yes, it's a blink and you miss it kind of thing, but it when you see it, it's like, oh shit. Oh, I think you're fucking amazing. Do you have a new song coming that you can tell people about?
Well, I have an album of vampire love songs that I'm recording for a vampire ballet that we're going to put out after I get all the songs recorded. So that's the project that I'm working on right now.
A vampire ballet.
Yeah.
Is this a period piece or modern?
It is a period piece, and it's a story. It's a love story of a witch and a vampire, and it's a witch empowerment story. Anyway, of course, he's the narcissist, and it's just like how the love story plays out and how she steps into her power, and it's cool. It's cool. So I'm working on that. I've released one of the songs, and it's called Vampire, if anybody wants to check it out. I released the theme song, but for the rest of it, we're in the studio working on that right now.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Jamie. I really appreciate you.
It's so good to meet you, Larry.
Dude, I've been like I said, I've been telling her how great I think your work is for a while. So I was really stoked that you were able to come out. So legitimately,
What are the
thank you.
comments saying?
Thank
I
you.
can't see that.
Oh, Al has been volunteering himself to be a victim for either of you
Oh.
this entire time. He's just like,
Sacrifice?
like I'm a
Larry
ginger,
beat-
so I carry souls.
Larry beat you. He's first in line.
Yeah,
Are we trading?
I've been begging to be sacrificed for at least a year.
I know. I've been seeing your.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. It's gonna happen.
Might kill you
I'm
in a
gonna
music
get murdered.
video,
Like, yes, and I'm ready to die, like Biggie Smalls or something. Yes, you are a big number 2. Al.
I see what he's saying.
All right, so before we get out of here, Saint, is there anything that you want people to know about Spirits of the Dead that we haven't gotten into?
Spirits of the Dead. Oh man. I don't know. The title is an Edgar Allan Poe title. That's something I haven't said, but I'm sure people know. But
And you
it
quote
doesn't have anything
Edgar
to
Allan
do-
Poe at the end of the video.
Yeah, but it doesn't have anything to do with the actual song or video, but I just thought it was cool. I don't know.
Well, can we talk briefly about the movie Spirits of the Dead? Because that was a movie that you had recommended to me, and
Yes.
I fucking loved it. It's an anthology horror film that is folk horror as well as having this really bizarre modern horror film with Terrence Stamp in it that's directed by Fellini, and
That was
it's
my favorite
just
one.
it's fucking horrific, it's breathtaking, and it's just got an amazing fucking cast. So if you guys don't take anything away from this other than Spirits of the Dead is available wherever you listen to music, and the music video is on YouTube, also take away, go find the movie Spirits of the Dead, because it's fucking
The
terrific.
1960s
And
Spirits of the Dead. I don't think there's another one,
that's
but
it.
with the first story has Jane Fonda in it. The second one has Bridget Bardot, and the third one has
Jane Fonda and Peter Fonda.
yes, and then the last one has Terrence Stamp in it. A very, very hot Terrence Stamp.
I believe I had messaged you and said he looks just like fucking Jude Law.
He does, actually.
It's crazy.
It was like bleached hair.
Yes, absolutely. But can you tell people where they can follow everybody?
Well, you could. I don't. You guys have to say. You can follow Jamie Black
In
at.
the comments below, right?
Jamie Black Music.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything's in the comments
Yeah.
below here. And
And then Marina Sings, and then Jessica. What's your handle?
Jay Schmitzby.
Jay Schmitz B. And then Joey Welcher.
Joey
Joey
Welcher.
He also has a band. Well, he doesn't do the band right now, but he's a songwriter. He's a good songwriter. He has the Beaters. They're Beeters.
Yeah.
2 E's. They're really cool. Actually.
Yeah, we want to interview you sometime, Larry. Like, I have so many questions for you.
And Simon's, it's Gardo's photo.
Photo.
I got it right.
There you go.
I can read.
Yay!
So absolutely follow Scardoza Photo, follow Sisters of Black Mountain, follow Marina Sings, follow Jamie Black Music, follow Joy Welcher, follow Jay Schmidt. Was it Jay Schmidt?
Yeah, Jay
Yes.
Schmitzby.
And then
Schmitzky?
we're missing Adam. Yes. Sorry. We're
Okay.
missing Adam, and he's Deep Space Cavator. He does art. Adam was the love interest, and then
And Seasons, too. That was Adam's band before the Seasons. Go check them out from Highland Park.
he's also in a band. And then Leaf, that's in our band, and also played one of the henchmen. And then Richard, that I used to play music with, was also one of the henchmen. And I hope I'm not forgetting anyone. Am I forgetting anyone? I don't think so.
The dude with the dog.
Who's the dude with the dog?
The cat. I mean, somebody lent you a cat.
Oh, Joel! Joel, that's right. We for the witch house, we borrowed a lot of his antique furniture because he has a studio right next to Simon's sax studio. Simon's is sax studio, but right next to it, he does jewelry and he does these antique stuff. He does metal work. It's really cool. So we borrowed this big thing. It looks like a bell, and we lit it up inside. It's what's behind me and the henchman, and also what was in the witch's house, like the table, the velvet cover, and like the chairs and stuff like that, and the lamp. That was all his stuff. We made it look like a little living room, but it was actually just a like wall that we decorated.
And there it is, Jay Schmidt's B.
Yeah.
And Joel Otterson is the man with the cat. And thank you, Joel, for providing as much of the props for the video as possible. This video looks amazing. You guys all did a phenomenal job. I want to thank everybody who was kind enough to come and sit with me and talk about the song, talk about the video. This is always cool for me. I love talking to Cecilia. I love finding out more about productions, and this was a blast. So thank you to everybody. We're gonna start wrapping up though. So make sure if you're in the comments that you're following all of these people, because they're all incredible, they're all creative, and they made something really special.
Or go to the video post and everyone who's tagged there, just follow everybody.
There you go. And go listen to the song, go watch the music video, do it multiple times. Let's get their numbers up, because this is a fucking special thing. And when people do something creative, you have to celebrate it. Don't just go kiss the ass of these corporate fucking entities that are gonna make money regardless. These people are in the trenches making art for you, so you have to support that.
No AI music. No AI.
That's right. Fuck AI. But that's gonna do it for us. So for Jamie, for Saint, for Joey, for Jessica, for Marina, for Simon, for Adam, for Richard,
Leaf.
for Joel, for Leaf, and for myself. Again, my name is Chunky. This has been another Creature Features.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
I got everybody.
Yeah.
But take care, you guys, and listen. Someone you trust.